Welcome back to BNB Spoilers channel. Today we will learn about the explosive aftermath of Luna Nozawa's unexpected pardon and how it's creating shockwaves throughout Los Angeles, particularly for the Forrester family. The bold and the beautiful's latest storyline has taken a dramatic turn that nobody saw coming. What initially appeared to be a straightforward legal proceeding has evolved into a complex web of emotions, alliances, and potential revenge plots that will reshape relationships for weeks to come. The unexpected pardon that changed everything. Luna Nozawa's sudden pardon has created an unprecedented situation that has left the entire Forrester clan reeling with disbelief and anger. What should have been a day of justice turned into something entirely different when Deputy Chief Bradley Baker received that fateful phone call at the Spencer mansion. The scene unfolded with breathtaking intensity, Luna standing there, moments away from returning to incarceration, when Baker's expression changed dramatically after answering his phone. The officer was instructed to not only remove Luna's handcuffs but also her ankle monitor, effectively granting her complete freedom. The stunned faces of everyone present spoke volumes about the shocking turn of events. "This pardon changes everything," Baker announced to the room, his professional demeanor barely concealing his own surprise at the development. Stephy's emotional meltdown. For Stephy Forrester, this pardon represents more than just a legal technicality, it's a personal betrayal and a potential threat to her family's safety and stability. Her reaction has been nothing short of volcanic, with her usual composed demeanor completely shattered by this unexpected development. Stephy's confrontation with Luna promises to be explosive, with sources indicating she will categorically forbid any relationship between Luna and Finn. Her protective instincts have kicked into overdrive, and she appears willing to go to extraordinary lengths to keep Luna away from her husband. "You will never be part of Finn's life," Stephy reportedly declares in an upcoming scene, her voice trembling with barely contained fury and fear. Luna, however, isn't backing down easily. She's likely to challenge Stephy's authority to make decisions for Finn, suggesting that he should have agency in determining his own relationships. This fundamental disagreement sets the stage for an ongoing power struggle that could potentially fracture Stephy and Finn's marriage. Bill Spencer's mysterious involvement. The enigmatic billionaire Bill Spencer appears to be playing a much deeper game than anyone initially suspected. His expression during the pardon announcement betrayed his prior knowledge of this development, suggesting he may have orchestrated Luna's freedom behind the scenes. Bill's motivations remain murky at best. Is this another example of his manipulative tendencies, or does he have a genuine connection to Luna that justifies his intervention? Whatever his reasons, his actions have earned him significant backlash from the Forrester family, who see his legal maneuvering as dangerous and irresponsible. The history between Bill and the Forresters has always been complicated, but this latest move may have permanently damaged any goodwill that remained between them. Ridge Forrester, in particular, is likely to view this as yet another example of Bill's disregard for others' well-being. Finn's complicated position. Dr. John Finn Finnegan finds himself in perhaps the most difficult position of all, caught between his wife's vehement opposition to Luna and his natural curiosity about this newly discovered relative. His bewildered expression during the pardon announcement speaks to his internal conflict. While Finn initially supported Luna facing legal consequences for her actions, the reality of her freedom presents him with an opportunity he may find difficult to ignore. The potential to develop a relationship with a biological relative could prove tempting, especially given Finn's complicated family history. This situation creates a nearly impossible dilemma for Finn: honor his wife's wishes and keep Luna at a distance, or explore this new family connection at the risk of damaging his marriage. His decision will likely have far-reaching consequences for everyone involved. The Nozawa sisters' dangerous confrontation. Meanwhile, away from the Spencer Mansion drama, a potentially deadly confrontation unfolds between Poppy and Lee Nozawa. The sisterly relationship has deteriorated to the point of physical violence, with Lee gripping Poppy by the throat in a moment of uncontrolled rage. Though Lee ultimately releases her sister, leaving Poppy gasping for air, the encounter underscores the dangerous levels of tension between them. Lee's threats suggest she's reached her breaking point and may be willing to take drastic action if Poppy continues to cause problems. "If you hurt the people I love again, I will end you myself," Lee warns in a chilling moment that reveals just how far she might go to protect her family. When news of Luna's pardon reaches the Nozawa sisters, their reactions will likely be as complex as their relationship. Poppy may see this as a victory, while Lee could view it as yet another complication in an already volatile situation. The ripple effects throughout Los Angeles. Luna's newfound freedom will undoubtedly have consequences that extend far beyond the immediate parties involved. Taylor Hayes, who has always prioritized her daughter's happiness and well-being, will likely support Stephy unconditionally while perhaps trying to moderate her more extreme reactions. Ridge Forrester, ever the family patriarch, will be focused on damage control, both within his family and potentially at Forrester Creations, where personal drama has a way of affecting professional relationships. The coming days will reveal just how extensive the fallout from this pardon will be. Will Luna attempt to integrate herself into Finn's life despite Stephy's objections? How will Bill handle the consequences of his apparent intervention? And perhaps most importantly, can Finn and Stephy's marriage withstand this unexpected test? Next, we will learn about the issue of Luna's shocking pardon and how this unexpected twist is reshaping the entire landscape of Los Angeles's most dramatic social circles. Luna's pardon, a game-changing development. The bombshell pardon that has set Luna Nozawa free has completely transformed the dynamics of the bold and the beautiful's current storyline. What initially appeared to be a straightforward legal conclusion to Luna's murderous actions has evolved into something far more complex and potentially dangerous for everyone involved. This unprecedented development has left viewers stunned and characters reeling as they attempt to navigate this new reality. Many loyal B&B followers had been speculating that Luna might be written off the show through a lengthy prison sentence or perhaps even a dramatic escape attempt. However, the writers have chosen a far more intriguing path that promises to deliver months of compelling drama. Rather than removing Luna from the canvas, they've unleashed her back into society with absolutely no legal restrictions. A decision that will undoubtedly have far-reaching consequences for numerous characters. The moment Detective Baker received that fateful phone call was masterfully executed by the production team. The subtle shift in his expression, from stern law enforcement official to bewildered messenger, perfectly captured the gravity of the situation. As he removed Luna's handcuffs and announced her freedom, the camera panned to Stephy Forrester's face, which displayed a mixture of disbelief, horror, and rage that spoke volumes about what this development means for her family. Bill Spencer's behind-the-scenes machinations reveal yet another layer to his complex character. Always a man who operates in moral gray areas, Bill's decision to secure a pardon for a confessed murderer raises serious questions about his motivations. Does he have a personal connection to Luna that viewers aren't yet aware of? Is this simply another power play in his ongoing chess match with the Forresters? Or could there be something more sinister at work? Freedom's implications for Luna and Finn. Luna's newfound freedom coincides perfectly with the revelation of her biological connection to Dr. John Finn Finnegan, creating a perfect storm of dramatic potential. No longer constrained by prison walls or legal proceedings, Luna now has unlimited opportunity to forge a relationship with the father she never knew she had. This timing seems almost too convenient to be coincidental, suggesting that perhaps Bill's intervention was specifically designed to facilitate this father-daughter reunion. The emotional manipulation Luna employed while at Bill's mansion, pleading with Finn to allow her to remain free before Detective Baker arrived, demonstrates her psychological acumen. She knows exactly which emotional buttons to push, and Finn's naturally compassionate nature makes him particularly vulnerable to such tactics. His medical training has instilled in him a desire to heal and help others, qualities that could easily extend to wanting to fix his troubled daughter. Sources close to the production have hinted that upcoming scenes will feature several intimate conversations between Finn and Luna, during which she'll share fabricated stories about her childhood and the difficulties she faced growing up without knowing her true parentage. These falsified memories will be designed to elicit maximum sympathy from Finn, gradually drawing him deeper into her web of manipulation. The writers appear to be setting up a classic nature versus nurture storyline, raising questions about whether Luna's homicidal tendencies might be genetic and what that could mean for Finn's understanding of himself. This psychological exploration adds a fascinating layer to what might otherwise be a straightforward family drama. The Nozawa sisters' violent confrontation. The shocking confrontation between Lee and Poppy Nozawa represents a dramatic escalation in their sibling rivalry. What began as typical sisterly resentment has evolved into potentially lethal animosity, with Lee physically assaulting Poppy in a moment of uncontrolled rage. This violent outburst suggests that Lee's carefully maintained facade of control is beginning to crack under the pressure of recent revelations. Lee's decision to choke her sister raises serious questions about her own mental stability. Has the stress of recent events pushed her past her breaking point? Or has she always harbored this capacity for violence, keeping it carefully hidden beneath her professional demeanor? Either way, this physical altercation marks a significant turning point in their relationship, one from which they may never fully recover. Industry insiders suggest that this storyline will continue to develop throughout the spring, possibly culminating in a major revelation during May sweeps. Speculation abounds regarding what this revelation might entail. Could Poppy have been lying about more than just Luna's paternity? Might there be additional secrets in the Nozawa family history that could further complicate the already tangled web of relationships? The writers have masterfully crafted this sisterly conflict to mirror the larger themes of truth, deception, and family loyalty that run throughout the show. The physical violence between Lee and Poppy serves as a visceral representation of the emotional damage that secrets and lies can inflict on even the closest relationships. Potential alliance, Luna and Sheila. Perhaps the most frightening possibility arising from Luna's pardon is the potential for an alliance between her and notorious villain Sheila Carter. This pairing would create a formidable duo capable of wreaking unprecedented havoc throughout Los Angeles. Both women share not only a biological connection to Finn but also what characters have referred to as the crazy gene, a propensity for extreme behavior when their desires are thwarted. Deacon Sharp's expressed concern about Poppy and his obvious distaste for Luna add another layer of complexity to this potential alliance. Having lost two employees and friends, Tom and Hollis, to Luna's murderous actions, Deacon has personal reasons to oppose her. His position as Sheila's former romantic partner and current friend places him in a uniquely precarious position should Sheila decide to align herself with Luna. Sheila's apparent soft spot for Poppy creates an interesting dynamic that could quickly shift once she learns that Poppy concealed Finn's paternity from her for decades. Sheila has demonstrated repeatedly that she values her connection to Finn above all else, and the discovery that she has a granddaughter might indeed give her a new purpose, one that doesn't necessarily include maintaining her friendship with Poppy. The writers have cleverly established multiple points of potential conflict and alliance, creating a narrative web where allegiances can shift rapidly depending on new revelations. This fluid dynamic keeps viewers engaged and guessing about what might happen next. Stephy's ultimatum and its consequences. Stephy Forrester's determination to protect her family from Luna's influence sets the stage for a dramatic confrontation that could have lasting implications for her marriage to Finn. Her decision to put her foot down regarding Finn's relationship with Luna represents a direct challenge to his autonomy and his natural desire to connect with his biological daughter. This ultimatum places Finn in an impossible position, forced to choose between his wife's wishes and his curiosity about his newly discovered child. Regardless of which path he chooses, resentment is likely to build either within himself if he acquiesces to Stephy's demands or within Stephy if he defies her wishes to pursue a relationship with Luna. The shared animosity towards Stephy could indeed become the foundation for an alliance between Luna and Sheila. Both women might view Stephy as the primary obstacle to their desired relationships with Finn, creating a common enemy that unites them despite their different backgrounds and motivations. Luna's practical concerns about employment and housing following her release add another dimension to this potential alliance. Sheila, with her extensive experience operating outside the law and her knack for reinvention, could provide valuable guidance to Luna as she attempts to establish herself in Los Angeles. This mentor-protégé relationship could evolve into something far more dangerous as they recognize their shared capacity for extreme action. The pardon that has granted Luna her freedom has indeed changed everything, particularly for Finn and Stephy's marriage. What was once a stable and loving relationship now faces unprecedented challenges that will test their commitment to each other and their ability to compromise on fundamental issues of family and loyalty. As this storyline continues to unfold, viewers can expect to see alliances form and dissolve, secrets emerge and be buried, and characters pushed to their emotional limits. The writers have established a narrative powder keg that promises explosive drama in the weeks and months to come, ensuring that The Bold and the Beautiful remains must-watch television for soap opera enthusiasts everywhere. Stay tuned for more updates as we continue to follow this captivating storyline and provide insight into what these developments mean for your favorite characters in the glamorous but treacherous world of The Bold and the Beautiful.